So something else I think about on the regular, and it's probably something you can already guess, is that things that are involved in our politics now that shouldn't be. And one of the biggest problems with our politics are the politicians. They become career politicians. And so therefore they get used to a certain way of life. They get used to making money without really having to work for it. And by that, I'm talking about the insider trading that politicians do on the regular. And that's on both sides of the aisle. I mean, right now, someone could go into Congress and be worth $30,000 a year. And by the time they leave Congress, provided they do leave Congress, they're worth millions upon millions. So that's the insider trading aspect. The other big problem that we have in our politics is money. Now, as I've talked about before, Citizens United, when that was given the go ahead by the Supreme Court, it was really nothing new. If you go back to the turn of the last century, the turn of the 20th century, money was huge into the politics then, too. And I talked about this yesterday. J.D. Rockefeller, um, Andrew Carnegie, J.P. Morgan, they were buying politicians then. And they got a lot of they got their way, you know, to treat people like nothing. Worker gets killed on the assembly line, step over the body, keep going, keep working. Don't let it affect you. It's going that way right now, again, more than 100 years later. At a distribution fulfillment center for Amazon, and I think I brought this up in an earlier video, there was a guy that dropped dead of a heart attack. And no one was allowed to go and help the guy out to see if he was actually still breathing or to help him out to start breathing again. That is what is wrong with our politics. Money. And that is what has allowed these billionaires, and now Elon Musk, a trillionaire, to become that. And it's not right. It wasn't right at the beginning of the 20th century, and it's not right now going into the middle of the 21st century. And here's another interesting little tidbit. Ever since George H.W. Bush, every time a Republican leaves office, they leave the country in a recession. That's just crazy. They don't leave it better than when they started. They leave it worse when their term is over, whether it's one term or two terms. When Bill Clinton ended his presidency, we actually had a budget surplus. Imagine that. But at that point, at that time, they were taxing the ultra wealthy at a decent rate. We need to go back to that. When our military industrial complex gets more than $1 billion a year in for a budget, and SNAP food benefits get cut, and Medicaid gets cut, the safety net programs that help people out that need it, and yet the Pentagon's budget just keeps getting bigger and bigger. And then of course we have the fact that, Republicans say that they're out to protect the children when we know that's a lie. Because it's kids that are getting thrown off SNAP. They don't love children. Cutting SNAP benefits shows a direct disdain of kids. So, and I'll say it again, if you're a Republican, if you vote Republican, and you say that you're the party of children, stop lying to yourself, because you're not. You're not. Because Republicans don't do anything at all to help kids out. They don't do anything at all to help anyone out, except for the ultra wealthy. Republicans see the ultra wealthy as their constituents, not the average person living from day to day, from paycheck to paycheck. If you're a Republican, I would rethink my party affiliation, because you're not the party that helps people out. You're not the party of Jesus Christ. Because Jesus, what he come on, he said, "Suffer the little children to come unto me." Helping out the least among us. That's what Jesus Christ was about. And again, I'll say it. I can't quote the Bible chapter and verse because I haven't read the book cover to cover. And even if I had, I still wouldn't be able to quote it chapter and verse because my retention is not that great. So Seriously, I would, if you're Republican and you're watching this, rethink your party affiliation. Because, number one, if you're not a multi-millionaire or a billionaire or a trillionaire, Republicans in office don't give a shit about you. Unlike a Democrat who takes you into consideration. Unlike a progressive Democrat that the people, their constituents, are the reason for being. So anyway, that's my rant, my opinion, and I'm going to end this now because I can't think of anything else to say. And so, my internet friends, please do me a favor and take care of yourselves wherever you are.